but I still fight doubt. And the only person that's finna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal. Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about vision. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No Golden Gate Bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on
the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first and world championship titles in a record 8 different weight division, guarantees his place in the Hall of Fame. He's recognized and known the world over as the people's champion.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. Taking out your suckers head. Yeah, and you don't stop.
Yo, 3/10/24. 3/10/2024. March 10th, 2024. A day you've never been in before and a day you'll never be in again. So when you go to sleep tonight, make sure you put down something you truly want to do. Because 3/11/24 ain't promised for anything. Man, however, I got some of my homies with me today. We're going to do some man talk. We're going to talk about a couple of things. I got some questions because at the end of the day, like I told y'all before, I don't know shit. I truly just don't know shit. So we're going to have a talk with some people that may have some idea or just, might be just as clueless as I am when it comes to some of this shit. But we're going to have a real discussion, real talk, so forth and so on. Meanwhile, in between time, let me tell y'all something. March 24th, put it on your calendars. If you are a avid cigar smoker, if you're interested in becoming a cigar smoker, March 24th, you do not want to miss that episode of Sit Bro. It's going to be major. So we're going to have out the good whiskeys, we're going to have out the good cigars, and we're going to have on the good discussions. What's a discussion? I told y'all I'd be fucking up. So anyway, just can't make this shit up. So without no further ado, man, let me tell y'all how this gonna work. What I'm going to need from you is click that subscribe button. All right. Go ahead, turn on that notification because we need all that, right? We need all them subscriptions. And also, if you're looking to be a sponsor, I don't know what's going on. What the hell's going on? If you're looking to be a sponsor, content creator, so forth and so on, well, go ahead and email us at tmaxnetworkllc@gmail.com. That's tmaxnetworkllc@gmail.com. And man, let me tell you like this. I got to find my ticker because the shit's pissing me off. Everything just moved around right now. That ain't even one. Should let it rock though, right? Where is my right ticker? Jesus Christ. All right, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna let that run. Anyway. All right, bringing my homies to the stage. Veli, Myron, Mira. Hopefully Gemini make his way back.
What's up? What's up?
Fellas.
What up?
What's going down?
Mirror check. Veli Vel.
All right, man.
What's up, Myron? What's up, Valley? What's up, D?
It's good to be over here with my boys. Well, we can talk our noise. You know what I mean? We can actually
and play with our toys.
we can say "Fuck pussy ass bitch." Like we can say that over here.
Yeah.
We can say it all. Now, keep in mind though, if we do too much of that, you're gonna see that yellow.
Oh, yeah. We get the targeting people. We go.
Yeah, you'll get that. You're gonna get that yellow monetary sign instead of the green one.
Well, remember what Eddie Murphy said? He's like, "Hey, acting like I just came out on stage. Fuck you, bitch, suck my dick. Good night."
Yeah, we said about Bill Cosby messing with him. You can't say fuck.
The fuck I can't.
No, I'm just telling you from the YouTube perspective. If you got too much harsh language, your joint get you get less ass on your joint, and you get the yellow, the yellow dollar sign, which means it's limited as far as the green, which means they show. And they show more than you expect, believe me.
Right.
If you have, but it's just that if you have YouTube Premium, you're used to not seeing any commercials at all. So you think your joints ain't getting commercials. But when you go to the non-premium, you realize they're playing commercials on your videos.
Right on. This is facts. This is facts.
I've been YouTube Premium so many years that I was like, are they playing commercials on my YouTube videos? And then I found out they did because I checked on somebody else's joint. And I'm like, wow, okay, they are. Okay, this is where the little bit of money coming from. I better get on my grind again. But good to see you, fellas.
Yeah, man.
But your language on your live stream will dictate that. So just keep that in mind.
Absolutely. We ain't gonna go too crazy, but we are gonna have fun though.
Right,
hey, man. I'm glad to be over here with y'all. This is it's a great night, man, for me because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some quick talks. We're gonna have some discussions about some shit we can't have on other platforms that we will not mention. I hope their asses get killed. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I hope their asses get canceled. For the people in the back, I hope your favorite funky ass platform get canceled.
Well, you see what's happening. They're talking about taking down TikTok as well.
All right, now I done already popped one. Yeah, pop another one.
There you go, talking to his gals.
I'm talking to fat ass raccoons running around here.
All right, fellas.
Raccoon season done started early this year. Let's go. Good. It's bad for them, good for me.
Look at this guy.
Hey, I get my money any way I can legally.
So you out there making coon soup in Michigan? Is what you telling us?
Nah, I ain't making coon soup. They out of season. You can't eat them yet.
Man. So what's up with the Potbelly dude that just took his wife to the afterlife?
So listen, I'm gonna say that for the next one. But I want to get to this one because we're gonna definitely get to it. So, all right.
I gotta take a picture, so if I drop, I'll be back.
Hey man.
All right, just mute.
Yeah, right. You might care what you gotta do in your listen, you promote your OnlyFans.
Whatever.
Bonobo. All right. So here's the situation. I think it's like the second or third adult entertainer this month. That's just, and I'm like, I'm not really one to be a conspiracy theorist, but I ain't one to turn a complete blind eye to shit. You know what I mean? Like, when there's a form of consistent shit taking place, I just don't go, oh, it ain't real. I gotta go, well, well, maybe this needs to be examined. Just
they're not natural deaths as well.
Right.
They're not natural at all. They're either self-inflicted or something that was done to put them in a coma, in an
Right.
unresponsive state, and then that was it. And we're talking about
Right.
major stars. What is happening in that world right now?
So I'm gonna play a clip because I got some questions, and I like I said, I label this. I'm just wondering why, because simply I don't know shit. Right? I don't know shit. I just don't know. Like some stuff that just been happening, it doesn't compute to me to say, oh, that's what it is. It's why. It's fucking why. So let's get down to it, fellas. We're gonna watch this news clipping. Where the hell this boy go? There he go with this shenanigans.
Hey, Velly, what's up?
Yo, what's up, baby? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
All right.
Myron, peace.
What's up? What's up? Peace, champ.
Here we go, yo.
It's not my style. I've never had to, I like to try to keep it as vanilla as possible. To like push as far as I can go. Hardcore porn. I don't do anything like that ever. So like for me to do that on camera and stuff was like
That's just not your style.
It's not my style. I've never had to, I like to try to keep it as vanilla as possible. To like push as far as I can go and like let's see.
Only because you're holding out or because you don't like it.
I don't do it. Also, like they want me to, and I'm like, if I don't want to do it, like why make myself?
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it?
Interesting.
So, did she know those other women that also passed?
I mean,
they are. So I've been seeing this Keemstar. Like I'm in the gaming industry, tech industry, so like I see the news going around. These were all big names at the top.
Most likely they have crossed each other or
right.
met each other. I mean, some way. Because what we need to understand is like just like really the industry itself is really a small groups.
Right.
They're tight groups. It's a few. I mean, they're just tight, bro. So most
Myron's
likely,
right.
and most likely they all probably met at Vegas sometime at some convention that they have every year. They've probably met each other without a doubt.
I mean, and then on top of that too, like the way these girls have been cross-platform promoting each other. I mean, they've been getting money, and I know people, you want to frown on it morally, but at the end of the day, everything that they did wasn't immoral. Some of them was actually pretty good gamers. Like I would run Call of Duty with some of these chicks, right? Some of them actually are pretty good hoopers. So it's just they're human at the end of the day. So they do interact, and like Myron saying, those are small circles, just like the NFL, right?
Yeah.
You got the college circle, which is much more wider, but then you have the elite level of those guys, right? Then you got the NBA, then you got the elite level of those guys. So all the all-stars is really kicking it with all-stars because they got all-star type of money.
If you got in to be one of the, I mean, the most viewed, one of the higher demanded girls, that's a very, very small community, small circle. They have met, they knew each other. It's just like in the music industry or the movie industry. All of them.
Gonna say that.
These are small communities, y'all. That's where you look through the same stars that's be running our entire lives, our entire generations. So when they get somebody who's a serious, like, hit that peak of behavior icon, we probably ride with these people. We'll see these people in the limelight for 30 years, a whole generation. So that's the thing. They're small. So without a doubt, if they both was up on that level, they knew each other without a doubt.
They 100% knew each other.
It's crazy because at the end, she mentioned something that I didn't even expect. I didn't know that she didn't do any hard stuff. Like, I saw it on Twitter today, and I saw some of the comments. I was like, boy, Twitter is not a place for the weak at heart, boy. And, some of the comments, some of the people just going in. I mean, then you got your trolls, but you had some people.
You got the men that objectified them because they did sex work. And, I see why they did it. I do think they're extremely messed up, but yeah, they're just trolling at this point, And
at the end of the interview, she clearly said that she wouldn't do anything hardcore.
That's probably like when she talking about what's hardcore now, bro. It's like two in the butt at the same time, and then one inside the vagina, and then the gangbangs was going super hardcore.
Well, she wasn't doing anal. She said she wasn't even doing that.
And that's something that's like, yeah. And
so
the top elite ones, they taking two. They want them to take two in the anal at the same time. They going nuts, champ.
Indeed, but this is my question. The reason why I question that is if they think that her death was due to foul play, and then these other two passed as well, can suicide actually be applied to the other one?
A lot of times when they come
it sounds like
go ahead. When it comes down to these situations, these cases vary, man. It's who's willing to do the work to find out the actual truth.
Yeah,
exactly.
The thing is, how did she pass? Was it overdose?
No,
they said suspected homicide and robbery.
Right.
But okay, so was it blood in the scene? Is what I'm saying, or was it?
That part don't know, but I mean, the third one in 2 months.
It sounds fishy. It sounds like there's someone in this circle that is. This is just a theory of mine, a hypothesis, but this is kind of fishy. And if this was in a movie, I could see there being someone that could possibly be in their circle, someone with access to them that has an agenda.
You think
and you got to think about it. People that are addicted to that type of work and the hardcore fandoms and whatnot. Let me see how I can put this.
Yeah, man, damn it. That's why we came over here.
It's not just that, though. This could be a person that is just, some of these people just aren't right. They're not right.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it.
Real talk. Yeah, I mean,
that boy just ain't right.
Yeah, the fact that her stepfather started a GoFundMe leads me to think that, I think she was starting to kind of get, the momentum. 26 years old. I mean, she was a nice looking girl. That's unfortunate. And then like to read about some of these people, man, how they actually come from like the ideal situation, right? The 2-parent household, the suburb, the collegiate background. It's like, a lot of them come from really the American great quote unquote situations, right? And it's like, dang, yeah, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. But R.I.P. to her, and to her fans and her family who loved and care about her, man. We wish y'all some type of peace. And for all you other people, man, calm the hell down.
I think this is an overdose.
Think so?
Yeah.
You think it's like a overdose, or you think somebody just kind of had their way, and then you're like, you know what? Let me.
I don't know.
So there was actually a post. There was a post by a very famous star. I forgot who it was. Was it Violet? There was someone, and they said, no, she was murdered. That's what the post said from one of her colleagues at the top. But you got to think of this as well. I believe it was Cagney Lynn Carter.
Right.
Her death was from a shotgun blast.
Yeah, they ruled that a suicide. Yep.
A what?
A shotgun blast. These are, and then the other one was someone else that was in a coma. This is starting to turn into something that's like, okay,
like I say, it's one of them things. Like I say, you don't want to say, oh, it's just life, but sometimes you kind of gotta. But is it?
That's what we need more deep. They said she was just found dead, but they're not. I mean, if they're not giving out no details, I wonder, is the industry trying to protect itself? Is where my mind go.
I mean,
if it's a homicide like that, I would have think they would have shown that, especially if they suspected to be a man. Hold on.
Quiet.
If they suspect this in this era we live in, just like the video you were showing about the one guy that we get into later. If she was taken out by a dude, with how media is today, they would have plastered that. The feminist movement media, they would have plastered that everywhere.
But if they
no, they won't. No, they won't. You know why?
Why not? You think?
What are all of these feminist movement leaning people doing nowadays?
Nothing.
OnlyFans is bringing in such a large amount of income. What would it look like if there was a report that came out tomorrow saying there is a porn star serial killer on the loose?
But that's why I just said that earlier about is it a serial killer? And if it was,
what would happen? What would happen to all of these women that jumped into this line of work if now because this hasn't been a thing yet?
But hold on, Val. What I'm saying is, if it was a man, I believe that would have been let out in immediately, because they would say
it's a man.
Huh? If it was, I'm saying, if a man did that and they knew it, it would have been let out, and they knew that for sure. I believe the media would have went with that immediately, because it's a anti-man violence movement going on, right? And rhetoric and propaganda. So that's why I believe if it was a man, that would have already been said. If they don't know, then it may have been an overdose.
Not necessarily, because then you got to take in the fact that if somebody is covering up, well, you got to have people on the inside to help you.
That's
it. Money being protected.
Then the case is, why are they covering up? Was she going to leak something?
Well, no, I would say this, right? Because let's
That's what I said.
Let's put on the conspiracy theory hat, right? So you got a string of murders of people who are adult entertainers, right? Now that is, like Velly said, it's not like a normal discussion, because we had the serial killers and guys that's running around here doing crazy stuff. We saw the mass shootings, so forth and so on, right? But in the event of it, let's say it's a fake 22. I got you to look over here. Meanwhile, we're doing all of this over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now what happens is, depending on who says something and who has whose ear, hey, you need to look into these because it's starting to get out of hand, right? You better nip this in the bud. So now it's blurted out, media. Okay, that's one situation. What if it is just a cover up for something else?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could be a cover up for something else. My point is, if the porn industry is protecting themselves so that people won't start hold up a magnifying glass to how this industry is actually wrecking women, then it would probably benefit them to have somebody say it looked like it was a homicide robbery to protect the industry. You feel me? But if you done had since you done had 3 in how many months? 2? Now that's going to hold a magnifying glass to the industry, and people are going to say, okay, what is the porn industry doing that now we done got 3 porn stars who came up dead? Okay, so
they can't come out with that news.
So hold on. So now let's make sure that it looks like a homicide robbery, whatever, instead of a girl overdosing off of regretting the industry she's been involved in since for 8 years now.
There's a lot of room to play with the speculation.
You can't do that right now because it's so. Think about this. This would be the first time in history in America that I know of that we actually have a serial killer when it comes to porn stars. Now we have that when it came. Excuse me.
If we have a porn, if it's a serial killer.
Yeah, but this would be the first time. Now think about this. This ran rampant in Latin America, where there was a bunch of sex workers and prostitutes killed in Mexico, in Colombia, and all these other countries, and it was a movement. It was terrifying. It messed up business in a major way. If this comes out that there's a serial killer in the porn industry with the large surplus of women from amateur OnlyFans girls to the top porn stars out there, and all of these meetups and content gatherings that are happening now, and now you're mixing the professionals with the amateurs, and porn has gone to a place now where any influencer on any level can link up with any porn star on any level, and we get together at any time. Myron, you and I could get to a party tonight if we call the right person with the highest of the high.
Not even that. Shout out to our brother Barry White and Charleston White, who's also done a segment interview with a couple of the girls on They got the bus. But he's done interviews with them. But
this would be
like if it got really like it got out of hand, like Velly was saying, these influencers are now collaborating at a different clip to where you got people like, I don't do that. And if that's what's taking place, I don't want to assume that I'm
money's gone.
Right.
And then not only that, but think about this now. Think about this with the whole gender war movement. And this is assuming it's a man, because it could be a woman as well. This opens up the door. I hate that I have to use this example, but once the first school shooting started, the gates opened.
Yeah.
Hey,
you get the first serial killer. You get the first serial killer when it comes to porn stars.
Can we
and
find
that
something?
Gets reported. Gates open.
Can we find something with more details on what they found of her that details how She
What are
left.
you looking
It
at?
is literally so
Oh,
you get the shotgun blast, and the two women that were unresponsive in comas. But this is the thing. I will actually find it right now, where one of another well-known colleague of hers, another porn star, she literally, on Twitter, you have 140 characters, and if there's more, you open it up. This woman
Right.
wrote a paragraph, like 2 paragraphs, saying it was a murder, and she can't wait till they find this person, and this person is gonna get the worst of the worst. I'm gonna look it up right now. Y'all go ahead.
I can pull it up, but here's the situation.
yeah, look it up. Look it up. We need more details because we don't want to keep speculating.
Is this
Let's
the
get the
Sophia?
details.
That's all we're gonna have at the end of the day. What's going on, Brilliant? So
Yeah,
right
but
now,
I'm just saying. What more is out there? Who said more about this?
what we're talking about right now, Brilliant, is the 3 deaths of adult entertainers in the last 2 months.
Yeah,
Good
see,
God.
I had no idea. Like, I just hit Google with it, and I see 2 names that are popping. One Jesse Jane and one Sophia.
What?
Sophia?
Sophia Leon. We're talking about her now.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. So that was that the whoa, hold on. That's a 4th name.
That's the most recent. This was 6 hours ago on Daily Mail. Was the last.
Okay. Wait, that Jesse stuff.
She was found unresponsive. I mean, that
Yeah.
girls,
If she found unresponsive, then
girls
it
live
wasn't no
fast.
right. Then she found unresponsive. Then okay, there's no blood in the scene. So she was.
I mean, they might have just left that out though.
Yeah, but no, that's not how media talks. No, you know what I'm saying. If it was blood, they would share the blood.
But that's if they got that information from the police, right?
Yeah,
Like-
but let's say, but if you say they say found unresponsive, which means like she's somewhere where she just laid out. There's not like no blood or anything in the area. Don't look like for what's been shown. There hasn't been a strangle, a hold, or anything. When they say you found unresponsive, you was somewhere just out. You know what I mean? Just like, just like you sound like that's something like an overdose or somebody on something or a natural.
Hey, hold on. This okay. So,
But it's no struggle or no it wasn't a violent scene.
this says it's being investigated as a murder.
Right.
Yeah, Gina Valentina was the one that wrote that tweet as well.
Daily Mail 6 hours ago says it's being investigated as a murder.
So that's the
And
second time.
I'm gonna be honest. You kind of think of
the same thing.
Hold on.
You kind of think of the length of a woman's arms, and if Cagney Carter, like, to get a shotgun and turn it around and do your thing, that's
And if it's not to the face, that would make me question a lot. Like if she turned the shotgun on and it hit her in the face, okay, that's reasonable, right? Because you shorten the length. But if you point it at a different direction and it's facing you,
Hold on, what are you talking about right now? The shotgun.
the shotgun death, the first girl, yeah.
Oh, I'm not, because I wasn't unaware. I don't know about it.
Yeah, the first girl was a shotgun blast, and then the next 2 were unresponsive comas.
So the first girl was shot blown away with a shotgun.
yeah, it was ruled a suicide immediately.
The Lynn
Immediately.
Carter,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, right here, TMZ claims it's a suicide. 2024.
Oh, who? Leon Carter?
Yeah.
Cagney.
Lynn,
Cagney.
Linn. Carter with a K.
Yeah.
The first time I've seen her name now is on this TMZ report, and it says that she killed herself. But I mean, this is... there's somebody attached to the Clintons that shot themselves twice in the head, so things happen.
Right.
Things happen.
They go brilliant putting that on Lil Brilliant.
So I mean, that's a lot to like I say, to digest, and I would pull up some stuff, but Twitter's gonna twit.
That's a fact.
Twitter's gonna twit, so I gotta be real mindful about what I share from Twitter.
So hey, do you think this? You said this girl was whoever put down the long tweet. Veli was a woman who was saying. that this guy was she definitely was murdered by a guy. And
Well, I'm reading it now. She's saying that she hopes it's not what they say it is, but then after she said it in the first sentence, she literally goes on a long rant about, you know, I hope you didn't feel any pain. Whoever did this to you, yada yada yada. You know, this investigation for this homicide is all leaning towards a homicide.
Man.
And who is she? She's another. Is she a worker, porn star worker?
This
Yeah, the other girl. Yeah, the one that's yeah.
With the long tweet.
Yeah, I'm not reading that, but man, my dang, even No Jumper is reporting it. Good God.
Well, he had an interview with her before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's had more than an interview with her, but
Well, him and his girl had an interview with her.
yeah, well, their interviews in with you know.
But you know, his wife is a porn star.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how they do their
Or-
interviews. They interview the girl and then they bang her. That's what they do.
That's crazy.
I don't know. You funny. Did they say that?
That's what they do.
Really?
Yeah, that's literally what they do. Yeah.
So, all right, fellas, we're gonna move on from that one. But like I said earlier, you know, hopefully the family, you know, gets some type of solace or peace out of it, and you know, her fans and friends and those who I 26, man, that's a tender age, bro. And so apparently her stepdad did put together a GoFundMe. They raised about $6,000 in a couple of hours, and I think that was like halfway to the goal. So I was like, oh wow, you know, normally when people do that in those situations, they try to milk it, but you know, the fact that he kept it, you know, legitimately on a reasonable scale, so I guess that was just to take care of, you know, her remains or whatever. But
when you have, if she was making so much money with these people, I don't get these GoFundMes.
I don't think she was making that kind of money. She was up and coming.
They're not making that much money as women compared to men. This is why women, when they get into the industry, they're doing a plethora of videos.
No, Belly, it's opposite. Women make more than men in the porn industry.
Talking about the porn star.
Women make more than men in the porn industry. Now, the directors,
Veli's comparing it different. He's looking at those that actually set it up, shoot, edit, and
they
stuff
make
like
good money. Yes.
Right.
No, I'm talking about the stars.
Actresses versus the actors. The actresses make more money than the actors, the men.
Right.
But because they can get. I met one, and this is when I was living in South Florida. So let me go ahead share the story.
Go ahead and tell us.
She was there. I met her at a
Tell us how you started your OnlyFans career down in South Florida, sir.
I was living
Iron Magnus, baby, in the building.
Okay. Yeah, this is 2007. In the airport, I was flew home for a minute, flew back here, and I met a girl who was in the porn industry in the airport. Just happened so. I didn't know her. I didn't know anything of her. I wasn't following it porn industry hard, but we just happened to met, and she let me know what she was doing. And long story short, she told me some of the things about the porn industry and everything, and the culture and all of that. And she was there they put her up in a hotel. She said, I met her later on that night, and she said she had to work early in the day, do some shoots or whatever and everything. And we had, of course, a casual relation from that day. That was really quick. And I just think that when women from my experience talking to her, women that get in that industry, it can viral out. I think when it could be, I mean, sex can be an addiction just like anything else. And I don't know, man. I think we've seen more overdose. Some of these, I think we're gonna have some women, some of these things, we're gonna see some suicides from this. I think it's just because, like I said, the world is so harsh right now. And like you said, I mean, like you said earlier, Twitter is not for the faint of heart. They'll come after you. Your friends and your support team can give you but so much, but what the world is coming at you so hard, so quick, and how internet can come at you right now on social media, I think it can cause you to go into a serious meltdown. And you might, and a lot of these in the porn industry, they do a lot of drugs. They talking about roofies, they still use those in the porn industry. When you go to a porn shoot, they'll have every drug there, every alcohol there, and everything. You know, and
but you're saying no, right?
Huh?
But you were saying no, correct?
I was saying no. What?
You're saying no when you say when you go to the shoot, they got all this
Stop
stuff.
it. Byron, you're heading on to something really smart, Byron. I really think we're gonna.
Yeah, I never go. Yeah, I've never seen me. In that.
Hey, Myron, I want you to stay on that point. I really think that we could be where this type of work is psychologically affecting these women on a major level. Let's think about it. You know, like when it comes to relationships, family, friends.
It's men too, right?
Yeah,
because I know, but it's not looked down upon when it comes to men like it is women.
It's not even that it's looked down upon, right? Because here's the thing: the monster that's created outside of you has a very minimum effect versus the monster that's created within you.
Yeah,
that's a different monster, right? And so, although that monster is not as hellish as the one that comes at the women, because you know, a man would be like, I was providing, I was doing something, right? It'll then be looked at like, well, it became a means of survival, right? And when it comes down to a woman, even though it may be a means of survival, she would still be looked at as a harlot, streetwalker.
Yeah, because there's a lot of also STDs that's passed in the industry. Even though they too try to chomp down on that and keep it, at a minimum, you got, it's impossible to with as much. She did 230 videos, bro. 230 videos is said in that clip that she's done.
The girl we just got through talking about?
The clip you showed, yeah, Sophia Leon. She did 230 individual videos. Add that up, bro. And so that's possibly, even though she didn't do no hardcore stuff, that is okay. Probably some with females, some with males, whatever. Right. You have a lot of spirits you taking in. Right. It's a lot of things you taking in your body and spiritually, mentally, bro. And you got to be a tough cookie. And a lot of women are tough cookies, can survive and live their life with it, but it's going to be a lot of women that can't.
I find this what I find though, like
there's going to be some women who can't take that.
Right. It's going to be more than some.
It's going to be eating themselves up. You know, out of when nobody's looking, they're dying inside.
Right. But the ones that do, right? They have a clear understanding of what the long haul is for them.
I hear you.
And they're like, it's no holds bars when it come down to them. And
it's like it's a means to an end to something.
Right. It is for them. It's like, this is what it is. This is how it's been. I don't know if anything may change. It's like it's straight, no chaser. Right. There's no fluff with it, and they have like this. I don't know. It's a mental gearing that you like. Dang. You do understand exactly what you've got into, where you have others that may be just looking for the hype of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you got that chick that she knows she's attractive. She knows she got a nice body. She knows she got pretty eyes. She knows she's got pretty hair. She knows she's a good physical package.
Okay, and let me give you another story. You know, I met the one of the Thai sisters, Nyla Thai.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, you got the Thai sisters in the porn industry. I'm
gonna tell you right now, my whore Holodex is very short.
Yeah, I met her at a club. Actually, at me and my friends, was my buddy's birthday party. We was throwing at the stadium here in DC, and I recognize her because she is bad as hell, right? Her sister's cold, but Nyla is cold as well, and they're well known. These are stars, right? And so I was at the top. I was like, I've seen her before, right? And she's from California. And I was just like, I know you. And she was like, well, yeah, I do. Her friend was with her. She's like, yeah, I do. Actually, I knew who she were, but I didn't want to just come out and say it. But I was like, I know you. And she was like, yeah, well, I was like, are you with one of the Thai sisters? And she was like, yeah. And like, boom. And she was like super down to earth. And I did book her and everything. But I didn't go any further with, I didn't call her up or meet up or anything. I was just like, okay, I talked to a porn star. She was super cool. She was so easy to talk to. It was ridiculous. She was really, really down to earth. It was shocking. And just like an average regular old girl. She was like, yeah, I'm out here every time looking work and blase. But I guess her and her sister are the type, as you say, that has looking at a way to detach from it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're older now. This was a long time ago too, but not all of them can. The way she talked and communicated with me is like it don't really affect her at all. What I thought, whatever, and probably she is by many guys. They look to her as a sex goddess. You feel me? She's adorned to some dudes. Now I ain't pretty look at her like that. I was just looking at wow, she looked way smaller, petite than I thought she was, because the TV makes you like look 20% bigger than what you are, right. or ass like 20 pounds. But just to add on what you were saying, she seemed like her personality and how she did it, she can deal with it. She didn't seem like she was going through like a lot of inner turmoil, and maybe guys didn't even recognize her, think she was that girl, be that she was who they saw in the video, that she would just be out open and just cooling like that. But Stadium Club is a strip club. It is a club. It's a gentleman's club, but girls go there just as much as dudes do. It's a trip, right? And she was just happened to be there. And
so let me ask y'all this. With the way women move today, because they move completely different, right? They are extremely supportive of things that didn't get supported by the masses, you know, just hell, even 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, do you think that makes their decision a little bit more easier to go ahead and get in that industry? Because they're supporting like, oh, you know, hey girl, you doing your thing. Oh, you a hustler, you a queen, you a boss, right?
I think no, because I think now it's a lot of dudes, it's a lot of us, a lot of men who's getting serious pushback to that. And so no matter, I think in their immediate circle, yeah, they're getting the praise and all of that. But when they go to their families, they're going to see the shuns. They're going to see some of the disappointment. And I think that is going to be a fact. I don't think you can absorb beside the little circle of praise, the praise they get from the little circle of people, whatever. These girls ain't stupid. They're quite smart. They know that some of that is just to keep them going down the road. It's cap, and some of it is genuine. And you can't block out the genuine, honest, the honest perspectives of people, what they really think out for so long. You know what I mean? Eventually, you're going to be like, okay, even though it is, even though I do do this, and you got people who, like, supposedly celebrate me, but truly, are they celebrating me? Are they laughing? Are they celebrating me, or they're celebrating my demise? Should I say? Are they laughing with me, or are they laughing at me? Like that type of thing.
I totally disagree.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
I don't think there is shame, a drop of shame left in most of the women right now in society.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Right. I think it's whiskey 30 now, boys. We popping open the bottles now. Well, Jimmy, go ahead. Tell us what you really feel.
Fired.
In most, I'm not saying all. Of course, I'm not saying all, but from the acceptance of hookup culture, we look at the dress. We look at what is being pushed by them and praised by them. I do not agree with you. They don't care what the men in their family think, because most of them don't even identify the men in their families.
Here's the thing. I think they're lying. I honestly, true to my core, think women are lying to themselves. They lie to the public. I think they're lying to the public that, and this confidence supposedly is fake that they're pushing off, to be honest with you. It's fake. They are pretty much, they are riding it. They've made the decision, and I think they're riding it, hopefully that to see the tide turns in their favor. But they ride it, they like, I'm already this far into it, I might as well ride this ship until it sink. I think that's what they're doing. But in the back, and they're hoping that the tide will turn and it will come back in their favor, and they'll be praised and called superwoman again and all that. But I think men like yourself, myself, and some of us, the ones who really going hardcore and bringing these girls on a panel, they're really exposing them. And then they make clips just exposing how delusional they are. You don't think these girls see that? They see that. They say, okay, they bring us on here. Like, we want you on a panel. They tell us all this good stuff. It's going to be boom, boom. And after the show is done, the panel is done, they're now making clips, making fun of them. These girls see that. And that's what they're doing. So they're monetizing. Hold up. Let me say this and I'm done. They're making money and monetizing their dysfunction, mental dysfunction, family dysfunction, their life dysfunction. And these girls are saying that, like, they bring me on here, but they make fun of me. They're not blind to that. I think they see how a lot of, guys, platforms are using them for money. And that's it. And they can't do nothing about it, but they still want the attention.
Well, I will at least hope, even though I don't even believe in hope anymore. Let's look forward to them gaining a sense of self-respect and dignity, and actually following that. But until the trend shows that there is a new virtuous woman being touted in society, until the trend shows it, I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
Because here's the thing, it's not many channels like No Jumper that's praising these females. Let's be honest. Now, what's his name? The dude who runs No Jumper.
Adam 22.
Adam 22. It's not many Adam 22 channels that's doing that. They be on Fresh and Fit getting dogged out. Okay, they're on the new joint, whatever channel, getting played. You know what I mean, and pointed out, made look like a fool. These are the channels that's emerging, really bringing these girls on these platforms and letting them make their arguments, and then throwing their arguments in their face with acid.
Let's be honest.
Wait. Let me say something. Actually, a girl that I personally know, she's sorry for the music in the background. She was on the Candace Owens episode of the Whatever podcast, and this is real. The things that they say is real. I don't know.
What things they say? What are you talking about?
She was on the Whatever podcast with Candace Owens, and she was the main one who's going head to head with her. And they were talking about the lifestyle, promiscuity, and whatnot. And I think it's true beliefs. I don't think all of it's cap, to be honest. I don't think they're ashamed. I kind of agree with Jim and I.
I mean, but
I don't think it's a lie.
So, okay.
Let's be honest. And Mira said it best a while back, and I've always said it. The way the come off mute, fool. The way the internet works.
I think he has background. His
What's up?
Yeah, quit making your OnlyFans, Bonobo.
Whatever, Bonobo.
The way that the internet works, like the most unsensical, unethical thing could bring you a check, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Some forms of adult entertainment isn't like this irrepute thing, right? Some is just not. Some of it is just actually about touching and caressing and learning certain things, right? But then some of it gets a little far-fetched where you got gerbils and swinging monkeys and all kinds of stuff, right? Let's not act like two girls in one cup didn't exist, right? Like that type of thing does happen. But the fact is this, the monetization
is instant now. It's not like you have to put that film through production, get it printed to DVD or VCR, VHS, and then wait for the sales to come back. You put it out and it monetized. You upload and it's monetized.
Right, you up on views, man. Like, only thing you got to answer is PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App.
Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars are being earned from each episode.
Right now.
But isn't the speed of gratification giving them a false sense of security?
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's
also why I don't believe that there is any
likes
shame
are like
left.
They're trend likes. You know,
Right.
they peak and then they crash.
Exactly. And that's what causes the emotional meltdown. That can cause something like an overdose. Because the industry, so many going into the industry that the girls who stand on the top gotta be doing the most audacious and crazy things. The industry's gotten to that point. Extreme. That's why the girl, she was saying in the clip that they kept pushing the hardcore stuff, and I didn't want to do that. If you're not going to keep pushing the hardcore stuff, really, you're going to get pushed to the side in that industry. And then now, what are you going to fall to? Are you going to, from getting all this attention, from doing this wild, of course, the sexual exploits, and becoming a celebrity in a light that really is not going to be beneficial to you for the long run, then what?
But this is why you end up with 230 films in 8 years.
Right, and possibly why you would end up responsive, unfortunately.
But here's the situation. Quiet as it kept, though. I mean, even with acting, regular acting, where people that refuse to do certain roles and, you know, certain things came their way. I mean, it's something about that part of entertainment that it's either you get down, lay down type of stuff, right? It just seems to be that particular thing with entertainment where you have a role in the camera that you got to play, and you're okay with doing it one time, or you're not okay with doing it at all. And the moment that they found that you got like some kind of backbone, even in the midst of something that people will find immoral, it's no, don't you ever raise your head back at me. You know what I mean? And then pop. I mean, to Gemini's point,
I just know, look, go
ahead.
As a man, and it was a time in my life I wanted to get in porn. And I'm just being honest with you. It was like, this is the 18, 19, 20-year-old Myron talking. And I got exposed to porn at a very young age, about 4 or 5, and it was too young for my mind to process what I was actually watching. I just know I saw adults, and I wanted to do that and open a Pandora's box. And when you have a kid that young, mind absorbing something, it's unhealthy, right? So even the 18, 19, 20-year-old Myers like, look, I want to get in porn. That was me. That was the Myron who was just still sowing his oats and out here just smashing stuff in the Air Force. Didn't have no freaking could do whatever I want, and it was just an open plethora to me. But even at that age, I was like, I had the sense to say, is this really a way you want to go, bro? It's only going to go one way doing this. It's going to shut down everything else probably in your life. And why do you want to do this? Some people don't have these questions where they have to ask them, go in these situations, ask themselves, is this the right route you want to take? Even though, you love women, you love sex, do you really want to do that?
Let's get it like this. There's somebody walking around here, got their grandkids at Disney, having a great old time, living the life that's most millionaires probably can't live. And they done off 4,500 people directly, right? So in some cases, some people just get fortunate, right? And you play the role of, hey, listen, this may not be one of those things where I'm going to walk away with this unscathed, right?
Right, exactly.
And you made a sound decision, so I get that. But here's the situation.
So are these girls making these sound decisions?
Based on their environments, yes, because you've heard us have discussions. You heard a motherfucker tell me that when I told them I got a pet well in my backyard, the only problem is I don't have water, and the damn girl said, "Oh, you don't need water. You just need to keep him wet." Bitch, what?
Oh yeah.
What?
Right.
Like so, that's the generation of the mindset, right? And unfortunately, a lot of the guys are just as dense. They might be cool people, really genuinely cool, but we're talking about having that deeper level of just take a second.
Right.
Take a second. That would be like, but for some people,
you say they lack that. The ones who go in that lacking.
Listen, again, what works for you works for you, right? It just does. I just knew that if I had the opportunity to be a henchman for El Chapo, I was going to be his most beloved child. You understand? I was going to be El Chapo Jr. This is my boy. Yeah, I'm his boy. Y'all heard him. But however, life has its way of working its way out.
Yeah.
So let's get to this next one, man.
Who's doing that rap? Is that you rapping on your intro? Who's that rapping?
That is Shadow Too Real.
Okay, because he's killing it.
Yeah. Shadow Too Real is like that. He's really like that. Y'all go ahead and check that out. Check him out, man. Song is called Immortal. So another situation that has me going, why? Let's play the clip and then we'll get into it. I just found it. I just found it a little odd, right? That somebody was in the situation that they were in, and that was the response. But here we go.
Tonight, a daughter is finding the strength to tell her mother's story days after that young woman's father was sentenced for murdering her, the victim recording every haunting moment. In that video, a key piece of evidence in the killer sentencing trial.
Well, as you know, jaws dropped in our newsroom when we saw it. And ABC 13's Alex Bozarchian joins us now with another big part of this case. The jury was made up entirely of women, Alex.
That's right, Eric. It was an all-female jury, which is rare but can happen. You're not allowed to strike down a juror on the basis of sex or race, so that's how it shook out here. The overwhelming evidence here was a video of the murder. Despite that, they sentenced Carrie Birmingham to 10 years in prison. The maximum would have been 20.
Okay. All right. Goodbye, Reese. I'll see you. You go meet Jesus.
Those were Carrie Birmingham's last words to his wife, Patricia, before he killed her with his shotgun outside their home in Spring. In the video, you can hear he fired 3 times.
Hope it was worth it.
This all going down while their teenage daughter, Olivia, was at school.
I lost both my parents that day. My dad died that day too. Because the person who did that to my mom and my father aren't the same person.
Patricia and Carrie had roughly a 30-minute argument leading up to the shooting.
You really want this on video? I'll pull it. I'm mad enough to just pull it.
Audio we obtained of several minutes prior to the video became a large part of Carrie's crime of passion defense.
I'm done. I'm done too. I'm done. I'm done too.
Carrie had allegedly learned Patricia was having an affair, the two's argument getting more and more heated.
Don't blame him. Get the f*** out.
Carrie's defense attorney, Anthony Osso, says they pled guilty directly to the all-female jury. He says their strategy was to accept responsibility, but convince jurors Carrie shot Patricia in the heat of the moment.
We never tried to justify the actions of our client, but the defense wasn't about justification. It was about why he did what he did.
I tried to.
Olivia finds her father's defense questionable at best.
I don't know. That sudden passion. You have to have something. You have to have made that decision within you for a while. I feel like to do that to somebody you really, really love.
Carrie was given a 10-year sentence with the possibility of parole after 5. Olivia says in court she spoke to her father and gave us a summary of her victim impact statement.
That no matter what was said in this trial, you know the type of woman she was. You know who she was, and you know what you did and how he took away my favorite person in this world.
Olivia testified that she never witnessed her father physically abusing her mom, but she wanted to raise awareness that there are different types of abuse she experienced, including emotional and financial. She says while she still loves her father, she can never forgive him.
Y'all go first.
How the daughter is so nonchalantly talking about that kind of is weird to me.
Right.
Very, very, very weird. And it was evident in that video that the man was drunk. The father was drunk because he took that step forward and his equilibrium wasn't all the way there.
Yeah, he's saying.
Yeah, and so we said, "You're going to meet Jesus," and that looked like that was a Benelli shotgun too. But that looked like a Benelli. But that is,
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't even. That's, hey, and the mother was talking so nonchalant, like recording him. Some of this stuff don't look. Some of this stuff looks surreal, bro.
I'm still trying to get over the jury of the peers. How is all
12 women? I know, right?
Jury of my peers.
All women.
I mean, I understand you can't discriminate because of sex, but there's got to be something to make sense. Now, come on.
But
you're gonna have a woman up there accused of something. You're gonna have a jury of all men.
Here is the situation. Here's the situation. Because we got to play this both sides. Women have this innate ability to be able to to relate to emotional damaging positions. Do you think, and y'all all come off mute and say something about this, do you think that's what it was that kept him from seeing the maximum?
No. Because if it would have been a woman, they'd let her up because they would have felt her pain.
Do we know that the jury was mostly women for sure?
No, it was all women.
Yeah, they said
then that is 100% the case.
It was 100% all women.
Then that is 100% the case. Look, I don't know how big this town is. I would assume
It was
this
Houston.
guy. Man,
Yeah,
That was Houston.
It was
that
Houston,
jury
Texas.
should never have
The
existed
fourth
for that
largest
case.
city in this
that's
nation.
fucking wild.
Right.
10 years.
Wow.
That's wild to me. I
They
don't
was,
even.
they were trying. Then it backfired on them because he could get out in 5 years. I heard,
He could
right?
get out
Fucking 3.5 if he's fucking.
Right.
So that backfired. That must have backfired. And you got women in there in that they expected to get a jury of all women that were definitely going to give him the maximum. But those women was like, those are old school conservative women. Like, well, she shouldn't have been cheated. She should have cheated and then got caught doing it. That was a crime of passion.
Now
gotta love Texas. Shit, I might move there.
Here's the situation now.
Gotta love Texas. Jesus.
Here's the situation. I'm finding it bizarre. There is no sense of urgency in the midst of this discussion that you know is heated. Now, God rest her soul. But why in the good hell you didn't move all the way out the house, all the way out the way? Why did you stay there filming?
She thought that he didn't have the nerve to shoot her. It's women. She thought
She's been picking with that man for a long time.
She thought it's women. I sincerely believe that women, after a while, understand that some of them have a power to control men's. One of the things women's superpower is reality bending. She thought her power still extended to be able to talk her way out that mess and to get him to draw down, and it didn't work. That's the only thing I can think. Women,
she didn't respect him in the first place. That's why she did what she did. And she didn't think he was man enough to do anything.
And another thing, though, I found it when in the discussion that was recorded, she said, "Don't blame him," and I was like, "Wait, what?"
So it's somebody that he knows.
That's what I'm thinking too.
That's who it always is.
But here's another situation that I'm really got a why on, or what does that really mean? When the daughter sits there and looks in the camera and say, "You know who she was. You know what type of woman she was," and I'm like, what exactly does that mean?
That means that woman.
I'm with Myron. First thing first. My mama's gone and you far too cool. This isn't somebody that you saw battling a terminal situation that you like, we had time to make this peace.
Right.
She actually said it herself.
You being gone at school, chilling. You having a good day at lunch, freestyling on the table. Hey, we getting love in the classroom. Hey, come on now, baby.
You know what I think
is
about being said?
She said it herself when she talked about. She said, "I never seen my father abuse my mother, but then there are things like mental abuse and verbal abuse."
Right, but
this is what she witnessed. Wait. But
not prepare you.
Hold on. What she is not saying is who that abuse came from.
Right.
Because that abuse came from her mother to
Most
her
likely.
father.
I agree.
Possibly, but still, you still too fucking cool.
You know what? Here's the thing. I want to. How she reacted, makes me think: is she his biological daughter? Okay, and her saying, "You knew the type of woman she was." Is that saying he took her from somebody else?
Or something like that, man. Or
you feel me?
You knew my mama was out of here like getting it in, and you decided to tie that knot. Like,
so the daughter's like, you knew the type of woman she was, meaning I'm thinking she ended up saying it without really knowing she's saying it, like, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? You took her from another man, or my father, or whatever, or whoever. But is she that man's biological daughter? There's nothing in the report saying she wasn't, but her behavior and action is just very peculiar.
So let me give y'all a little bit of history, and this is again, bro. I tell people all the time, there are certain areas in cities that function at a certain kind of clip, right? Like, for example, there's an area in Houston where the stadium sit. That's over on 610 and Kirby. That's where the Texans play. That's where the Oilers used to play. That's where the Astros used to play, right? The Astros moved from there and went downtown. They got them a couple of championships. They went to a World Series when they moved from that area, right? Fucking the Oilers move halfway across the country and go to the Super Bowl the next year. The Texans been there close to 17 years. Well, over that, more than that. And they ain't won shit, right? So it's something about that area. Now, where this took place, in that same kind of region, there was a situation where a doctor cheated on his wife, and the stepdaughter was in the car with her. And the neighbor, this was before like digital cameras and easy quick uploads and stuff like that, right? The neighbors were outside in this cul-de-sac in this great high-end neighborhood, and this woman ran over this man over and over and over and over, and each time she kept running over the man, the damn neighbors was outside. I'm like, hey, call the cops. Do something. That neighborhood ain't too far away from where this situation took place. So it's something about, certain areas that really take hold. And again, the same type of situation. Somebody cheated, somebody got checked out.
Hey, all my exes live in Texas.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
That is nuts. I mean, I guess they cut it off soon as the freaking it's something about me is demented. I was waiting to hear the gunshot blast. Am I wrong for? Because I mean, damn, I'm just so too desensitized. But I was like, they cut it off, but damn, where? Usually in reports they show the white tape. You'll see maybe something fall. They didn't show much of, but that must have happened a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but some months ago when he shot her.
And the way they made
that's nothing I would want to see at all.
Right. The way now that's another thing too. Now, if it was a while back and the girl had time to process it.
That's what it seems, though.
Right. But, however, the way it's presented and the way it's talked about as if this happened last month or last week.
Right. Exactly. But I'm thinking that shot, whenever that happened, the video and everything, where he shot her, I'm thinking this had to be months ago.
So if that's the case, then that means he's been in county jail for some time. And then that time is going to go toward his time. So potentially in 2 years, he back in these streets.
Because did they say the date it happened in the video?
Like I said, that's why it made it seem like it was last week or something.
Yeah, that's because even so, how they report in the news is
well, you know what though? He did have his counsel did say like they just came out and like we're gonna go flat out to it. And that's another thing too that be a saving grace for some people. Like, yeah, I did it.
But how long it take to get your actual court date?
It all depends. Depends on the court. I mean, he looked like he wasn't in the top tier of earners, but he was, you know, middle upper class.
A year minimum.
If that's the route they took. So
something something like that. He shot her down. He shot her with a shotgun in the driveway. I mean, I'm thinking that took some time.
Everything took longer.
Right. Let's see something.
I can only imagine that it takes about a year to process a charge like that through the Dallas system, through the Houston system, wherever the hell it is. You're talking about a lot of people, man.
They let an accused murderer be.
No, they fucking just keep your ass in jail.
Right.
Right. He probably didn't have no jail. And
voice.
He's on camera. He's on camera. So, like the defense said, we're just going to take a guilty verdict. You know what I mean? They're going to own up to their position and just claim crime of passion. But still, I don't see them from the time he kills her, and I don't see them going in court in freaking 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right. Normally you wouldn't, but
so I'm thinking this had to happen last year.
At least
I'm thinking this happened last year. Suspecting, I'm not sure, of course, because that's wild.
Her voice had far too much resolve in it.
Her name was
Carrie
Birmingham.
It's almost like he said before, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Because I mean, she even said, "Are you sure you want this on camera?" Like he's done it off of camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded like she was just over arguing and probably wanted to die.
You know what? And that I don't know, man.
What else was he?
If you listen to her voice, man, there's a lot of resolve there.
But this sounds like something that's been discussed before. This is something that's been going on for a while. You know, this seemed like
she sounded tired.
Yeah. So, like, what was? I don't even imagine what was going on between those two for all those years.
I don't think she was tired. I think she really pulled that camera out just to hope that would be a thing that would make him put it down.
Yeah.
But as he said, I'm a man and I pulled it. So I'm man enough to pull it. And you know the rule. Once you pull it, you got to use it. You got to use it. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to make light of a situation. But if you pull out your firearm on somebody, it is a must you pull it. Even the cops will tell you that.
Yeah, they will. You better pull it and you better keep pulling it.
The whole situation is kind of bizarre. Well, the way it's being reported was the setup and everything.
Okay, so I got a date. It December 2021. So he's already.
I knew it. It's no way in hell.
So he's going to be home in a year and a half.
That's what's crazy, man.
Did they just report that? So
that fucking sitting there for 2.5 years before you actually.
Oh, he's gonna be home. Yeah, he's gonna be home in a year.
You get time served before they fucking actually see the judge.
Yeah, see, now that makes sense. Now some of that makes sense. Bro. And now they're interviewing the daughter.
Even if they gave him the 20, he would have done 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, he did already 2 years. So now that making a little bit sense why the daughter can speak about that situation right, nonchalantly the way she did. It didn't make sense to me. I knew, thank God for my.
I was like, you are just far too cool for me.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna have to pull my boy out on her. Let me get my boy queued up.
And they're bringing these things out so late after. So it might have been reported then, but man, I'm surprised that didn't make front news. And you know what I'm noticing in Tennessee when things like this happen? If the woman is caught in the discrepancy of like that adultery, then it seems like it doesn't make don't hit the news as hard. All the publications and it doesn't do the rounds as if it was the man who made the discrepancy and did something just to be doing. And they say because he was a man and holding a woman back, she actually was caught cheating. And you notice those things don't make the same rounds on the news reports.
Right.
As, obviously, if it was the man.
No, bro, let's be honest. Let's talk about the teachers that don't really get labeled as offenders.
Yeah.
Oh, and that happens so common. I mean,
That's my spokesperson on that. Like, just being real about some shit, right? Are there certain things that are just double standard? Absolutely. Are there things that shouldn't be double standard? Absolutely. But again, like you said, when it comes down to certain situations and a woman steps out on a man, regardless of how good he is, he's always wrong.
Because, bro, that right there was wild. I mean, him loading up the shotgun, the pot belly, you know what I'm saying? Drunk as a skunk. Holding that sucker up and saying, "You about to meet Jesus." That should have been on the news every goddamn where. Right. You know how many YouTube videos have been made off of that? But I ain't first time hearing this was hearing from you. That's saying something.
The first time I heard it was this week.
Yeah, that's saying something, bro. I mean, because that's the makings of podcast, everybody doing that, but we're just hearing about it. Really, that's crazy, man.
You did see a lot of those. That's that father-son incident where they shot that dude when he was standing there with his wife. This dude had a sawed-off shotgun. I mean, that's the same kind of shit we're talking about right now. Standing there with a fully loaded shotty in your hand, just talking shit, knowing damn well you're gonna use it.
I mean, that like I
don't think that counts as talking shit.
No, can we call out? Wait. Can we call out the obvious for a second? So the woman cheated, ruined the family, then she got murdered by her husband. Okay, we get that. And then he went to court in front of a judge, in front of an all-woman jury. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I'm not going to victim blame or anything. She was fucked up for cheating and breaking up her family. He was terrible for taking her soul away. That is awful. They were both in the wrong. And a lot of these people in America are Christians. Those are two very bad sins, right? But let's move forward. An all-women's jury after a situation like this as well, that, you know, the way society is now, where is incentivized to hate men financially and every other way out there, we're looking at situations now where if something happens between a man or a woman, there can be all female juries. That is actually fucking insane. If a company hired only white men, they will get sued and they will lose that lawsuit. But the court of law can have a jury of all women.
And you can hear, remember the anchor, the woman who reporting it, saying, yes, this is an all-female jury. It is unusual, but it can happen. And you see how they try to
brush it off.
Yeah,
she
they
brushed it off.
They say that to cover up the obvious, of course, that this is something that really shouldn't happen.
Real quick. Gotta give a shout out to Mr. TKO, man. Coming through here, blessing us with the comment, man. Only on T-Max Network. Nothing but the dopest discussions. What up, fellas? 100.
Mr. TKO.
Yeah. Mr. T-Max Network himself. So,
peace, brother TKO.
Yo, I want to get into this discussion as well, and we're gonna tie that back to the other shit, because this was something that caught my attention, and I was like, it didn't blow up enough for me
because it was an all-woman jury and the woman cheated.
That definitely didn't blow up enough. Like the fact that it was all woman jury, like we gonna come back to that.
Like that alone is crazy. But then a woman cheated as well, so of course you're not going to do it. It makes women look bad, even though the man is the one that took the life.
That's my point. Why it should have hit the news rounds and it didn't,
Right.
and it happened over 2 years ago.
We're gonna get into this one, all right? Because this is something I really wanted us to get in on. All right, fellas, here we go.
Your daughter has accused
Well, over a year ago. Sorry.
you of the most
Oh, I saw this.
Oh shit, it won't you. Okay, I got it.
heinous thing. She said that you her for 10 years.
My body gave him a reaction that I didn't want.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring it all the way back.
I saw this video, bro. Yes, I was going to put this up on my
Your
TikTok.
daughter has accused you
What the fuck going on?
Of the most heinous thing.
Who keep?
She said that you her for 10 years.
My body gave him a reaction that I didn't want.
My daughter said, Dad, if you didn't do it, you need to go on the show. You need to do an interview.
My father wasn't the only person that was touching me.
Brandon Freeman, your sister has waged war against your dad. And you as well, too.
My 2 older brothers was as well.
You've been around for about 20 years. You've been in Chantel's life. You know her very well.
She watched him beat my ass.
I was raised to, if you know something's wrong, say something.
You were featured on Breakbeat Media's channel and you detailed abuse that happened to you from age 5 to 15 years old. And this alleged abuse took place by not only your mom, but your dad and your 2 brothers.
It's very important for me to tell my story to bring awareness to the Black community.
21 years old after having a baby, right? My dad is not circumcised. He has meat everywhere. Your dad goes off to the side. The police make him pull down his pants. That man is fully circumcised. How is it that you, if this man allegedly took your virginity, you have been sucking his dick since you was 5, you have been in and out of his house your entire childhood, how is it that you don't know the difference between what a circumcised man is and what an uncircumcised man is?
When he saw that my hymen wasn't no longer attached, my father started to have full-blown sex with me.
You say I was sleeping with all these women. In her video, she said I had all these women, but she wasn't lying. Plenty. 15, 20 at all times. So I was risking her life. So I'm sleeping with them women, then I'm running up in her room. Then why would I be asking you if you're a virgin?
I don't remember when I lost my virginity. I don't know. I don't know if it was one of my brothers. I don't know if it was my dad. I don't know.
So your mama's saying you lying. Your daddy's saying you lying. Your story and you not being able to remember.
What man is gonna, okay, so how about this? I'm such a liar.
And it's not just a man.
I would pay money myself to take a lie detector test to do whatever.
You do a lie detector test?
I swear to God I will. If you want me to do it right now, I do it right now.
Hey,
I swear to
guys,
God I will.
Can we get a lie detector test down here, please?
Yeah, she done called to Clarence and Clarence apparently gave her documentation. She told me she wanted me to do a lie detector test and shit like that.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This actually makes me very mad on a personal level.
It pisses me off on a personal level. So
wait. Before we get into it, I gotta know. Did she do the lie detector test? Did anybody see this whole? Did anybody see the whole thing?
So, bro, there's more.
She lied about the circumcision.
They gave it all in segments, bro. It's
okay.
Like we not finna give any shock
But
value.
I just want the final conclusion.
She lied. Like, come on, man. Like, this is the type of shit we basically been having hints of discussion. It's just the fact that I had a discussion with my cousin. Me and him was talking. Shout out to Mike. And I was like, bro, he's like, man, what you think should happen to these women that lie about these situations? I said 20 years minimum. He said to me, nah, bro, you gonna scare them off. He said you gonna scare them off from telling. I was like, I don't give a shit. Because at the point, what happens is if you're lying, you're getting 20 years minimum. Because you're destroying somebody's life. How many athletes, how many men in general How many just perfectly good strangers had to go sit down for a good portion of their life for somebody to then come out and say, oh, I lied. I didn't mean for him to get in trouble that way. And they go unscathed. We saw it with Emmett Till. We saw it countless other times outside of Emmett Till. It happened to white men. It happened to Hispanic men. It happened to all kinds of ethnical, cultural, all kinds of other men. And this shit has been far too comfortable for people just to lie on the opposite sex. There's even been situations with men who didn't like women at all. They were in the men have been lied on and had to go fend for themselves. So I told him that, and he was like, man, you're going to scare them off from telling. I say, well, you know what's happening. Then a discussion came up. Something. He said, you know what, D, I double back. You're absolutely right. That should be a minimum because this shit don't make no sense. One of the things that pushed him that way was I don't want women to think that if something happened to you, to do nothing. No, absolutely do something. Say something to someone. What I don't want you to do is seek financial compensation and think that that's what it is, because it makes things questionable.
Why, and you know what gets me when we hear about most of these stories in those situations in real life? They would tell everybody but the cops, and then they'll come for financial compensation. Right. I'm sorry if someone did that to me. I'm calling the cops immediately, and they're going to jail. They're going to prison, and I'm finding that for them to go to prison. Why do they want money? Is money gonna fix their trauma?
I want
that makes, like I said, that makes me question.
Yeah.
They deserve life.
Right.
You deserve life.
Something could have happened, right? And again, what is money going to do for that situation? We need that person to be removed from the streets. Here's the situation.
No, I look at it the same way as murder. If you lie on someone about something like that, you ruin their life. You are literally murdering the path of life that they were originally on. That path of life, even if they're innocent, will never be the same again. I have personally seen it with professional players. So we need to count that as the same as a homicide. You're ruining a person's path of life. If they go to court and they're even innocent, things will never be the same.
Isn't there a law called slander? Isn't slander?
There is, but
is that the same as?
Hold on,
Yeah.
Isn't slander illegal?
Yes.
And I think
defamation of character. Yes.
But that's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit.
Well, hold up. Here is the thing. I think slander, defamation of character. If it's been proven that it was a lie, yes, 20 years minimum.
20 years minimum. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Day for day.
All day. And you'll see that shit and cease. And they could take any of your goods, anything you've worked hard for, because that's what you're initially taking from them. As Belly said, you're taking everything they worked hard for. You've destroyed their life financially, potentially financially, in every way, sense of way. If you own anything, it goes. If you make a lie, women, man, whatever, make a lie on somebody like that daughter, yeah, you get to inherit. And by default, you inherit everything they own, and they go to prison. That's how you end that shit.
Right. Listen, I stand with y'all on that. That's some shit I've always like. I'm not cool with that because, like I say, in the end, in the event of it, if somebody was to harm you in such a way, you can't never really get them back. However, monetary compensation is not all that. When people, let me tell you, bro, I would make bets with people because people simply don't know how to bet on sports. And so for those guys that had money to blow, right, I wouldn't want their money. I would want their pride. And anytime you put their pride in the midst of something that they really value, because people who have money, Go on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find that thing you prideful about. It was a brother that used to drive like a Phantom. Cool dude. He real cool. He was a Texans fan. And I'm like, bro, I don't understand it. He's like, what you want to bet? I said, I don't want anything you got. What I want is your pride. Whatever. Motherfucker bet. I say, when they lose, what I'm gonna need you to do is you go get you one of them fucking ponchos. You get you a trash can. You put your team logo on it. And every time somebody drive by, you say, me and my team is utter trash. And mean it. When I told him that, the money went right back into his pocket. He sat down because he loves himself more than he loves that team.
Mm-hmm.
Find that thing. Find that thing. Because that thing, I guarantee you, 20 years, oh, women love their freedom. Some men think they already locked up. So when they go to jail, all they think is, I got to fight, possibly die up here. No, I don't want to, but it is what it is. Women love their freedom. They love the luxury to move about.
Mm-hmm. True.
According to Cornell Law School, slander must not, the damages from slander must be proven, and the party has to sue. The affected party has to sue in order for that to be pursued in any way. It's not a punishable crime.
Right. But again, you can be locked up and sue for slander and win the case and still be locked up.
Right. But see, again, the slander case has to be brought by the plaintiff. It has to be a suit. It has to be like, I am suing you. It can't be, oh, you just broke the law.
I'm going for criminal.
Yeah.
I'm going for criminal.
But so in case that should be where it is criminal. I understand slander, exactly what he's saying, but not no but in this. So let's say this: anybody who do put false allegations on somebody, okay, that should be criminalized. False allegations, of course, should be criminalized, but too often we see it's not criminalized. And like you say, the person gets to leave unscathed. False allegations should be criminalized. And then if slander isn't the adequate way to put it, false allegations of someone sexually, of harassment, of rape, of anything in that bracket, that should be criminalized at all times. And the person committing the allegations, if they've been proven to make false allegations, should do 20 years minimum.
2 decades. You 16, you be out at 36.
And I guarantee you that news, if that's to be made news, that shit was spread by wildfire, and everybody would know that law without a doubt.
That group of humans
women would know that law
people.
Huh?
That group of humans would be great people if the laws changed. You know what? The way society has been lately, I think there's going to be a day where things turn around, man, because things are starting to be brought to light now, thanks to content and social media.
But
like women understand the power of being able to lie and do things like this and get away with it.
Right? They still get catered to. They still get coddled. They're even in their most unsensical positions, they still get taken care of and be dead wrong. There is no need to protect.
Because you're a bonobo. Stop bonoboing.
Wait,
don't get taken care of.
I ain't even that.
No, D, finish up. I got something I want to say that goes with this.
There's no need to protect a woman that messes with a 12-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old boy. There's no need to protect her.
There's a viral clip right now of a court, family court. It was a paternity case, and the judge ruled that the man wasn't the father of the child, and he looked down and shook his head, and then the camera zoomed to the woman and switched to the woman, and she's crying, and everyone's hugging her.
Right.
Everyone's hugging her. They're hugging the woman for being loose with her cookie and having a baby outside of her man.
Fuck the loose part. You
lying.
lied.
Lied.
She lied.
You knew.
That's the thing. She lied.
You knew.
Is there back pay for if a man pays child support for a child that's not his?
No.
You knew that wasn't.
Are you serious?
That child. What happened? You talking about?
So they're able to lie to a man, say it's his baby. He pays for years, and when it's ruled that that's not his baby, she doesn't have to pay him anything back.
Depend on the state and depend on the representation.
Bro, here.
Oh my God.
Here in Iowa, I know a couple this has happened to. They've been divorced for years now, and he still pays her for that child that's not his.
But let me tell you the downside to that. What they're not telling these women, there have been men that said, fuck it. I will put a hole in your head and go live off my days. They're not telling that side of the story. So again, you're feeling protected because somebody can come up to you and counter you. Oh, I understand. Okay.
That's why men unalive themselves. They're powerless when it comes to situations like this that could ruin their life.
In some cases, they have. And in other cases,
I will say this.
Your dad's outside.
I will say this. He was drunk, but he wasn't stupid.
By no means.
That he did that. If he did that at the, he must have did that. It must have came to the, it must came to the forefront that he just figured that out. He said, "Well, I'm gonna do this right now." You know what I mean? He was right to be
sober.
He was right to be drunk. It was like, look, he was sovereign in sorrow, and how he played that out, how it happened. I'm not. Whoever listened to this, even though it's YouTube, I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying how he played it out, how it worked out. He did it the right way. It's not like something that he figured out a long time ago, whatever. It must have been proof that found out. They caught her saying, "Well, don't blame him."
Right.
So it was evidently proof that she got caught cheating, and he said it was a crime of passion.
And that's
if you're going to do it, you better do it right as soon as you figure it out.
And that's why when I was coaching young men, I would tell them, particularly at the level of where they were at, document everything. Protect yourself, because nobody else can protect you like you can. If dealing with a young lady that could potentially lie on you, then the only thing you have to worry about is, you didn't have permission. Well, I didn't give her permission to lie on me and try to ruin my life and my name. That's costly. Look at Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Look at Johnny Depp.
That woman ruined hundreds of millions of dollars. The Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. She cut off his finger. She cut off his finger. She cut off his finger and got a role in Aquaman.
If I was Disney, I would be on her head.
She cut off his finger and then got a role in Aquaman.
If I was Disney, I would be suing her.
But Jonathan Majors, his career is over.
The role in Aquaman came first, bro. He got her the role.
After the case, no. After the case, she got invited to be in Aquaman 2.
No, but they already made it. It was already shot.
Myron. No, that's not the case. Myron, I'm telling you now, because the most viral clip is my friend, and I know I followed this case. Jason Momoa didn't like her because of that court case in the second movie. Listen, Myron, I'm telling you how it went, dude.
No. He didn't like her before the court case, bro.
No. But after the court case was before Aquaman 2 started filming. This is a fact.
Yeah, They
Grass is green and water's wet. She got invited to do the second film after the court case.
So here's the situation though. If I'm Disney, I'm suing her ass.
Hell yeah.
I'm breaking you to the point.
Okay, but
if you got funds in your spiritual world, that shit belongs to me.
Okay, right. But Belly, what I'm saying to you, she was already signed to a multi-movie contract for the role. You feel
No,
me?
that doesn't mean anything. The person who gives the contract can always negate the contract at any given moment for any reason at all. Take a look at Jonathan Majors. Take a look at Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors was slated for a ton of movies as Kang in the Marvel comic universe, and they cut it immediately. The person that gives the contract will always have power to negate the contract at will.
I understand. I get you, but we're talking about in the era of DEI. So they didn't want the backlash in case they wasn't sure how that case was going to come out. All right.
No, they did know the case was over when this happened. It was well done.
So here's the situation. More than likely they did know, because everybody that's got that type of money and production, it's a drop in the bucket for them to get private investigators. They
know what's going on at all levels.
They had the information. Just like the sorry ass Texans had the information with Deshaun Watson. The only problem was he opened his mouth on Twitter about, I want a new team. Oh no, not our cash cow N-word. No, you don't. No, bullshit. Bullshit. We're looking to build around you. You want out. Yeah, he's a winner. He wants out. But because you got that kind of money, you can do those type of things. You got that type of information you can get to. So those companies do. And this is why Disney tried to double back. But if Disney had any fucking sense, like I said, they would be suing her ass. And everybody else that had something far as a lucrative situation, they would be on her ass too.
No, because if they did, the women's movement would have been against Disney. But hear me out. The women's movement.
We're not talking
the
about
women's movement.
We're not talking about your feelings. We're not talking about your feelings. We're talking about business perspective. This is
women have children, and children watch their movies. The women's movement, the sisterhood would have struck against Disney.
It's the DEI. Yes,
Disney would have been entertained with some good, credible information.
Disney
some great, credible entertainment by one of the greatest actors of our time.
Yeah.
Disney. What I'm saying, Disney is full-fledged in the DIE. They're destroying their own company, or maybe they're not. They got so much damn money, but they are trying to. They're full-fledged in the DEI thing, diversity, equity, inclusion, whatever. So they probably wasn't going to go against Amber Heard or counsel her. But in the DEI era, women are getting counseled like men are. That's what I'm saying to y'all.
I guess she would be.
It's unfortunate. I'm saying it's unfortunate, but they weren't. They did cut her role down tremendously. They say they cut how many scenes she was in and re-edited because of that case results. But they probably weren't going to totally count her out.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's put Amber Heard on one scale, on one side of the scale, and let's put Johnny Depp on the other side.
Yeah.
Which side of the scale is the heaviest weight?
Well, it's Johnny Depp, of course.
Absolutely. So once you made me drop him for your light ass, you're going to recoup all that I had, because Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't the only movie. That wasn't the only thing that they was doing with him.
Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. He was literally Willy fucking Wonka.
Right. Like anything with Tim Burton, that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's an end.
Because him and Tim Burton do a lot of work.
If Tim Burton don't like nobody over at Disney, we know he loves Johnny.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work together.
So if I want Tim Burton and I don't want nobody else, well, what is it going to cost me? 80 million? Nothing. Give it to him. Let's get this movie going. because you already know the Pirates of the Caribbean is still one of the most watched Disney movies. It picked up, especially after the case got overturned.
Yep.
So the issue is there is no real repercussions for these women when they do these type of heinous acts. That's not even a double standard.
When it's going to come to a point where it's, and I'm gonna upload the video because I download the entire thing. You know, the man, the white guy that went in front of the school board and it called all these fat, ugly women. Did y'all see that clip with that dude in the green?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yo, he said, but did y'all see the end of that? They don't show the end of that clip in the TikTok joint. He said it's going. He ended up saying, "This is history how it goes. You go as far as you can go. You take it too far, then you end up getting eradicated." And they said, "Well, eradicated." He's like, or he said, "Extinguished." And he was like, "That's sorry, but that's how it happens." You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to head to that again. We're heading that way. We're going to see a mass cleansing, bro. I don't know how it's going to happen.
They ain't gonna do nothing to women.
It's going to happen.
They ain't gonna do nothing to women.
I doubt it.
They're not.
No, I mean, I doubt that something don't happen. That's going to be, that's going to be. That's going to. But hold on, that's going to be historic. If something's going to happen, it's going to be historic. That they're going to be talking about 200 or 300 years from now. That's what I'm saying.
America's a business, and women spend
Hell,
so
hopefully
much
the world been
money.
over and done with at that point. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Girl fucked around and got on the cover of Maxim magazine and then was able to get a podcast after she slept with the same boy twice. Don't get me wrong, she was a nice looking chick, but she got monetized from it, right? You had old girl that gave a little buddy $30,000 to keep his mouth shut. He went squad. Dad was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get this handled." Chick got, she lost a job, some probation or some case like that. I think she got probably like a year or two or something like that. But she didn't have to go register. Like, this is the thing. They're not registered. They're not labeled. They're not discredited. A man can be lied on and can be totally minding his business in the grocery store, picking out if he wants seeded grapes or non-seeded grapes. That's him.
There's actually a part of me that wonders that when women are younger, if there's a place or a person that lets them know like their advantages in life. Because when I see them take advantage of them fully, and I feel bad about things that they do, it's kind of sick.
I think
it's actually it's very sick.
I think they see it and pick up on social acceptances, social norms, and social trends, and then they play within it. I don't think
weaponized tears, for example. Like,
well,
who the fuck?
We won't see justice in the system, but the justice that's gonna come, they really don't want that. That's the sad part.
Right. And I got this video, D, I'm going to send to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send this video to you, which I watched today. It's on, I think, a Police Plug. It was very interesting.
And so at that point, I'm like, when dudes start taking matters into their own hands, there's really no return in a lot of these cases. I'm going to say about 98.9% of the time, there's no return when these dudes start taking matters into their own hands. And although people, men do this, men do that, but you don't want to talk about the initiation cause. You only want to talk about the end result, as if that's just what it was. Like, dude just walked outside and those are
it could be about anything.
Right.
Remember the case of that guy who went to the concert with his girl, and his girl left him to go like rub her ass on that rapper and do freak dances with him on stage.
Yeah.
So Kai Cenat, he wanted to bring her on stream to tell her side of the story, and she said, "Well, what's my compensation?" And he said, "Oh, fuck you," and invited the boy and gave him $10,000 and the new girlfriend, right? Do you know there was a viral tweet on Twitter? I'm talking like 50,000 likes by all these women, where they were like, "That is so messed up," and they made her the victim and said Kai Cenat was basically misogynistic for helping out the boyfriend and not her? Why didn't she get money for an interview?
You
Like he does.
bypass the fact that this man bought these concert tickets. She got pulled up on stage. Got grinded
Women
on.
can do wrong. Women can do wrong in 2024.
Got grinded on and didn't return back to the section with your boy.
But she was the victim, and it was a wildly viral tweet. I'm talking like tens of thousands of likes with other women agreeing with it.
This shit wild, bro.
Like, I don't know what type of narcissism was injected. Maybe it was the COVID shots that they were given or something, but I don't know what's going on with like thought processes anymore.
Yeah, here's the situation. I got it. Myron wanted me to pull up this video. The situation is this. These dudes is taking matters into their own hands. And I don't think that's something you want to have to face. Men don't want to have to face that. Men don't want to have to face that. That's. Let me put this in real quick. Myron had sent me this video. Y'all see Myron down in the queue? Yeah, he's back. I'm about to pull it up now, Myron.
Yo, watch this video, bro. And this is where, and listen to this chick, bro. It's amazing. And I was going to upload, I was going to do create a minute joint of this, slash it up, and put it on TikTok. But play this video and watch, see what this girl says, bro. Look how this joint play. And then it's connected to everything we're talking about. It's crazy. And how she plays it off. But not even play it off though, bro. But it's like things she says, and it's just like ridiculous. This is the game they're playing.
So before you play the clip really quickly, this is the thing I want us to remember and think about. Right now, this is actually, we're still talking about a civil suit versus a criminal suit. And slander isn't deemed criminal. It's deemed a civil situation.
Yeah, that's why I said you got to go for it. That's why I said you have to go for criminal, because it does you no justice.
But this is the thing that we have to think about with that. For it to be criminal, it has to result in a dollar amount value of damages. It's got to be like,
okay,
you gotta be able to prove it's, let's say, $10,000 is what is
it's therapy.
Is grant, yeah, but
it's
they
therapy.
Yeah.
So do we need to? So do we need to amend the law and change?
No, not for that. All you gotta do is go take your ass to therapy
for slander. Okay.
Right. You would have to have a certain amount of.
It shouldn't take to that point though. We shouldn't have to go to the point just to go to therapy. If you've been lied, false allegations to you, aka slander, that should become criminal immediately. That's what
I have a question.
We need to change the law.
What would happen? What would happen if men just started randomly saying that women raped them and called the cops?
Well, they wouldn't believe it. Nothing.
Wow.
I think it. I mean, it could.
Now, however, now this would be something. A little boy, and maybe somebody from the alphabet community,
because they wouldn't believe it.
What? No. They would look into it, because there's the alphabet community they have a favorable hand with Congress.
Yeah, they're using their money right.
So that's going to get looked into. If a little boy was to do, because, however, you don't play with children. That's one thing that they're going to do. Don't play with children.
But I'm saying if it's a man, they're gonna think, okay, it would have to include a situation where it's like they say, well, were you drugged? You feel me? But if it was just like you just claiming that she raped you, it's not going to do nothing. They're not going to believe you.
It's not going to be given any credence.
Right, because they'll say, how does she be able to overpower you and rape you? It's like, well, you could say, well, I was drugged. Where you say, well, I was asleep. Well, you eventually, at some point, you're going to wake up and realize you're on top. So but even if that's the case, you could say, well, yeah, she jumped him. But they're not going to believe it. It's not going to.
In certain states too, if you produce an erection, which is crazy to me, because like I told my wife one time, I said that's one of the most bizarre things, because the body is going to respond how it's naturally supposed to respond. It's the mind that's like, hey, I don't want this, but the body's going to respond. I say, because think about necrophilia. Those people are gone, but yet people still manage to get a man erect and he's gone.
Wow.
So
you can still get erected. You dead?
I mean, you got your last little bit of nerve endings that's there. It happens. Your body's processing the last of what's going on.
Yeah, it takes I get it. It takes a while for that to it takes a few minutes for that to completely go out.
So this thing 22 minutes.
On December 19th, 2021, at around 2:33 a.m., Des Plaines police responded to Rivers Casino in regard to a disturbance. Prior to arrival, 911 dispatch stated there was an altercation between a male and a female subject. When the officers arrived, they met with the male and a witness. They advised that the female subject took $2,500 out of his pocket. The female subject, later identified as Kerlila Calhoun, had taken the money and fled before officers arrived. The man alerted casino security and notified dispatchers that she was driving away from the casino while intoxicated. A description was given out to other responding officers. A few minutes later, an officer pulled over a vehicle matching the description.
Hey, can you trap the car for me?
I'm sorry?
Can you trap the car for me?
Sure, I'll pull right there.
No, you can stop right. No, man.
I'm not going to do
Look, okay. He's gonna pull over here, man. All right. So
I just had an incident.
Yeah, so there's a couple reasons why I'm stopping you, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, you're going 15 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. Okay, and then second of all, what happened at the casino?
Yeah, so I was actually playing the games and then this guy, we had a drink, and then
Quite a bit of stuff.
Wow. Clearly intoxicated.
But dude, I want to de-stop it, maybe because of the static, maybe trying to get rid of that. I'm starting to think, they caught that one dude, that one guy, the bounty hunter or whatever police. They're making.
So here's the deal. How much have you had to drink tonight? Because you were also swerving out of the road when I was behind you, okay? Is your license out of Florida or is it out of Illinois? Can I help you?
yeah, I'm not. No, I just don't have time for bullshit.
Okay.
That's all.
Is the guy that you were involved with the team, is he your friend or is
No, I was just in the casino having fun. I don't have time for that bullshit. So I left. I'm looking for my...
That's fine. You got your other car for me too. That works. Okay.
Dude.
Yeah. So, Calhoun, how much have you had to drink tonight?
No, I only had 2 glasses of, I had 2 martinis. I'm not drunk.
So, here's the deal,
My
okay?
food,
Would you be willing to do a stand-close sobriety test?
Yeah, I don't care about that. You know why I'm insulted? Because I came to this casino for the first time and a guy lost his money because he's drunk and fucked and he accused me. I don't need to steal. My family owes $4
Why does that reaction look so familiar?
That's something I don't need to do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm insulted.
I feel like I'm
Insulted.
Can you stand by with it for a second?
Insulted.
Calhoun, okay. Oh, so listen.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
How they let her move so freely like that?
The woman.
Sorry? Nobody fucking needs to know ever.
not perceived as a.
My aunt, you can run my family. We have 34 funeral homes.
11 different information.
Nobody needs to.
Clearly drunk.
Yeah, do you have your credit card on you? That way I can just get your name off of it.
I have my credit card. I have cash.
Oh, we're just. No,
I'm not broke.
I'm not broke.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear everything. So do you know where your license is out of? Is it out of Illinois or is it out of Florida?
I don't have time for this shit. Like,
Kalila, what's your date of birth?
he said his money came up missing. He's a drunk. I don't got time for that.
Here's that back, okay?
Thank you. I don't have time for that bullshit.
They're coming here for a show up right now.
Who's coming here?
We're just getting some things figured out, okay? Because you're involved in something that happened at the casino.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
And I will never go back to that fucking casino.
Okay. I stopped you because I had you going speeding, okay?
No, you stopped me because the casino called you.
Yeah, but I also saw you going 58 miles an hour, okay?
I don't have time to sit here and play games about little petty money.
Kalila, do you have the key fob to your Range Rover?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like the key. The key to the
Yeah,
car.
why? You want to take my car?
No, we're not taking your car. I just want to make sure everything's okay. I just want to
Yeah, this is run the plates.
No,
I don't need to steal.
No, we're not accusing you of stealing, okay? Right now.
Just stay out. No, I'm cold.
Good
to go. Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
So you
Wow.
drove here from where?
Yeah.
From what state did you drive here?
Milwaukee.
Okay. What were you doing in Milwaukee? Visiting?
My
visiting
family
the
has
juice
grocery
bar?
store. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my family has funeral homes throughout the Midwest.
Are you currently contacting
A grocery store and a funeral home.
You know.
Because aren't all the big companies buying up the funeral homes now?
Yeah, we have House of Branch in Chicago.
Okay.
You know, we
But
have
you
a
guys are
couple
like
in Milwaukee.
independent.
Yeah, we have a couple in Milwaukee as well. So that's why I'm here. I'm usually not here. The reason why I'm here is my family needed me here, so I had my car shipped here.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be going back to Florida soon. This is some bullshit. Yeah. I don't have time for this. Like, this is not cool. Like,
I'm looking at this Chelsea event.
to steal. It's embarrassing.
If there's one thing I know about,
Like I said, then
cops, they'll make
just a
time for it.
miscommunication, and we'll figure it out.
No, because you know what? You know why I'm pissed off? Because you can't meet a fucking and have a drink. You know how many guys bought me a drink tonight? Like 4 guys bought me a drink tonight.
But she said she only had 2.
I only had like 3. I just had martini.
Now she had 3.
We can
I'm
get
just
to the.
saying.
You want to get to the? We're going to try to get to the point.
I just
they
want
start looking for the money.
I just want to break down this part. Why the fuck are you incriminating yourself?
Yeah.
Because people don't listen when the cops say you have the right to remain silent, stupid.
She keeps justifying everything like, I got money. I got money. I don't have to do this. I got money. That you
But that's the arrogance and pride of a woman nowadays, man.
Let's go.
Like I've never seen someone so
I mean, he's
arrogant.
whispering about something, but at the end
Look
of
at
the
that.
day, I don't need to steal shit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
5
okay?
degrees.
Yeah.
5 degrees.
You're saying that this is kind of a misunderstanding.
5 degrees
Yes.
is stupid.
And so
Hmm.
I would assume, because you're an honest person, you want to clear up any misunderstanding.
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind? There's an allegation that money was taken, which you know. That's why you're not at the casino. Or not to say
No,
that.
I
Hang
was
on. Yeah,
leaving
that's not
anyway,
why you're not
yeah.
at the casino. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah.
You're not at the casino anymore. There was some type of incident there.
Mhm.
So what I would like to do is see. They're saying that maybe you took the money with you and it's in the car now.
Search my car.
Would you mind if we take a look in the
Take a
car?
look. Search
Okay.
my car.
I'll walk back here with you. This officer is going to take a look in your car.
This is about to get funny. Like, right, this.
Again, why are you incriminating yourself?
You know what? You know what they act like nowadays? They act like pookies. Like these women act like pookies now.
Pookie
It's
don't
loud.
incriminate himself.
Yeah. True, Pookie a little smarter. You're right.
Bullshit.
Pookie be drunk off his ass.
Kids these days
Hey,
are
listen.
always self-snitching.
Look.
Yeah, true.
Pookie would be drunk off his ass. You had anything to drink? Nah, cut. Nah. nah, folk. Nah, I'm sober as hell. Can we check the car? No. Nope. Nope. That's Pookie. This is foolishness.
Deny.
You did everything but tell the motherfuckers where you hid the bodies. Insane. But let's carry on with this observation of incrimination.
But do you know how fast I'd have been in handcuffs? Sorry. They would have actually cuffed me a long time ago.
I know, right? It's crazy. Well,
Yeah, with your nose on the ground.
If there's nothing here, if someone's saying you stole something and you brought it with you, and we look in the car and there's nothing, because you went straight from here to there, you didn't stop at home, you didn't stop anywhere. So if you don't have it on you and it's not in the car, then you didn't take it, right?
No, I have no reason to lie. I have money.
So let's just walk back here out of the street, and then you're being honest and forthright, and hopefully everybody can go on their day.
Like where this is going. Yes, I have money. I'm not broke.
I know. Okay, let's just step back here and I'll keep talking to you. But I just don't understand.
Police are so nice and relaxed with
Did you
women.
say how much money like you took?
I don't even know, dude. I was leaving.
Yeah, can we? I just don't want you to buy the street because.
Well, I have money in my car.
Okay, well, we're all wearing body cameras. Nobody's going to take any money.
Like, I don't have time for this. At the end of the day, I'm a black girl, and I don't have time for this.
I can appreciate that.
Here we go.
Nobody has time for this. And
No,
it's
I
cold.
don't. I don't have time for this. I don't need
And
to
I don't
stop
have time for
anything.
this shit.
Remember we talked about the yelling?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
No, it's just upsetting.
I know. Nobody wants to be falsely accused
I
of
have
something.
money in my car. But I mean,
I know when you were playing at the casino, there's nothing illegal about
I do have money in my car. Let's see if I have some in my bag. I don't know.
How much money do you think you have in the car?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, throw out a number, like $50,
No, I have
10,000.
Hell, I don't have 2,000. Maybe 100.
Okay.
100.
Is that in hundreds and fives?
Yeah,
tens?
because I lost. Shit, I lost about 1,800. I don't got time for that bullshit. Like, seriously, it's embarrassing.
Right. Well, luckily you're not from here, so nobody knows you, so nobody's seeing you and putting you on Instagram Live or anything. So there's no
I don't
reason
know what
to
you
be
guys are.
embarrassed.
I'm not from here. Like, it was
You
just
are
like
on
a
Body
bad
Cam Live.
experience. I come to the casino and this happened.
Right.
The first guy I even talked to, like, this is embarrassing.
Right.
So is he the first guy or the fifth guy?
Like, seriously.
And that's a good business, you know?
Yeah.
What do you do?
They have
Like,
one
what
in-
do you do for that?
I help.
Okay.
I have my own business going on.
What kind of business is that?
I have an online business. Buying and selling. I do
Online
it for myself. And at the end of the day, I have my family.
She's a call girl, and she
I
stole
sell,
the
like,
John's money.
consignment pieces.
She's a call girl, and she stole the John's money.
Wait.
You see how they pull the race card? She said, "I'm a black girl," and this shit is getting ridiculous, bro. Wait, she try? Wait until later. When she try to? What she says to the?
Look, I can't get over the online business.
Call girl. Dun, 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 dun.
I have an online business.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Online in the back pages, son.
Right. Right.
Okay. My family has a funeral home in Chicago.
Like artwork
They have
jewelry
two
or-
in Milwaukee. No, I want to make sure that they're not putting nothing in my car.
No, here, you can stand right here. Feel free.
Because I watch a lot of like cops and stuff like that.
It got canceled though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show. Yeah.
You're watching reruns.
I watch a lot of stuff like that.
This is guilty behavior.
Yeah, we all got body cameras on. Like I said, all the cops are reruns, and those are way back in the day.
I ain't gonna lie, she's killing my brain cells right now.
And my
Killing my own.
Nice purse, you got a nice hat, you got a
Could be
nice
worse. It could be on TikTok.
Wow. Did she just pull out the boobs?
Hold on. Listen, y'all. Is they about to check her purse?
Done. Yeah, go through everything. Okay. I'm done with
They're checking her purse.
like, seriously. I don't even be here. Dude, it's cold as out here.
Neither do I.
I want to be back in Florida.
Where are you staying at tonight? Like, where are we going to drive to now?
The upspeak is killing me. Yeah, expressing the end of her sentence is really upsetting me.
Criminals. Unless you got a bags, shut the fuck up. Why is she still crop? You are incriminating yourself. You didn't have to let them search your car. You didn't have to give up your purse. Why are you talking so much?
D, we all know these ladies don't know the word no.
I'm not gonna respond how it's supposed to. We'll talk after the live.
It doesn't even matter. I want you guys to be on my side. What's that? That's gone, baby. Oh. What? I don't have
Well, you haven't never know, you know? Huh? You could be asymptomatic.
I'm a clean girl. I've known my man for 10 years, but I'm going through a divorce now.
Right.
What?
I mean, I don't know, but it just sucks because I'm going through a divorce. This is my first time coming out. Like,
The crying.
my ex-husband, I lost him. He moved on.
Wait, did he die or did
He
he
moved on. It's my first time coming out. I lost a good guy.
That should be the automatic cause to arrest a woman. As soon as she hit that high pitched voice, she should just be
My
in
first time
handcuffs
coming
immediately.
out. Like, look what's happening.
You lost a good guy because you stole $2,500.
Now that was truth.
You hear me? As soon as
That was truth.
As soon as they go into that crying high pitched voice, they should be in handcuffs immediately. Just automatically. You lying. You trying to get out of a ticket. You trying to get out of whatever. You wrong. You did it. Whatever it is. I'm putting you in cuffs.
She was supposed to maneuver her way out. However, but that
with the cuffs on.
Right. That I lost a good guy, that was truth. That was truth. That was.
You might not be talking about the guy tonight, but she's lost at least one good guy.
No, she lost that good guy. But she had to get back into character.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh,
right
God.
now because she realized she's going to jail.
Automatic handcuffs. Matter of fact, they should just jump on her like a man with a gun. With a gun.
You need consent to go to the car. There's no proceeds or anything in here around her.
My first time coming out.
They should be allowed to open.
God.
As soon as they see tears.
My first time coming out.
Got like maybe $90.
I see tears. She's got a weapon. Shoot.
Research your person.
Right.
Here's the thing, okay, and I don't want to be indelicate,
Yeah.
but you've been very cooperative, and I think you're a very honest person.
Thank you.
And I think that that's obvious by how upset you are right now. So to me, that would indicate that you're telling the truth, okay?
I'm just mad. I've been. I gave almost 10 years of my life.
Right.
And he left me. I go to the casino, and then a guy says money's gone.
So, would you mind if my female partner here just checked your person to make sure that you don't have anything on you?
I don't have.
Would you be okay with that?
Check what?
Just pat you down. See if it was a guy, this is what I'd be doing, okay? But I'm gonna have this female officer do that, okay?
I don't have shit.
Okay. All right.
I don't have.
Can I just pat you down then?
I don't have.
Can she pat you down real quick?
I'm just so
This shit's
over
about to go
it. Like,
Sideways.
so over it.
She has something 100%.
This is gonna turn into a gunfight in about 30 seconds.
You can. Yeah, you
Yeah, absolutely.
stand up for yourself.
Absolutely. Only right to the female.
Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Pat me where?
Her voice is so freaking annoying.
I got my period, bro.
Okay, so what is this right here?
I got my period.
Okay, so what is this lump right here in your thigh? Take your hands out.
I got my period right
Where?
here.
So that's where it is.
Yeah.
No, I'll show you.
All right,
When you
sure. Okay, so stop moving. All right.
Here comes
You have something now.
No, I show you.
Okay. So
It's my period. You want to see it?
Look at my period.
My God.
all right, now you move it to the back.
What? My
Okay,
money?
now you're not being honest.
I don't have to lie about shit. This is my money.
Okay, so can I pat down the rest of you then?
Yeah, feel
Okay.
free. Like,
Just
I
stop
don't give a
moving. All right, this right here. Leave your hands up.
Here, I'll take this for a
All
second.
right. Can you spread your legs?
Sweetie, I have my period right here.
Okay, I get it, but I'm doing your thighs. Okay.
Sweetie, I have my period.
She understands. She's also a
She's
female.
moving.
Shut the fuck
I'm not
up.
moving my period.
I just felt something else, and then now you just moved.
Period.
Pad,
Right.
my pad.
Oh,
Okay.
now you're
Act
on your
like you'd be
period.
all the way in the back of your
I
thigh.
have my period.
We're locating current skin and
I have a period.
Okay, I get that. But you keep pulling
Hey.
money out, and you keep
How many times
each other
the
out.
police let you guys hold your
I don't
person
need to
or your
lie.
stuff like that and go through it?
Actually got hit with
Oh,
the butt of a gun.
Oh,
It
no.
led to
Huh?
Hurry up. God damn it.
periodontal disease.
Hey, yo.
Fuck, they would throw that shit in there.
Hey. How many
Okay, so
times
then
the police let you reach in the stuff and grab stuff like that? Reach in your backpack or your bag.
Stand this.
She keeps moving
In
everything.
front of them like
What is
that.
this? What is this?
Don't worry about that.
Hey, no, I want to see who.
It's just a truck
Bro,
that
as much
stopped.
as she's
You don't know that
fucking
shit?
walking around and
All right, stop coming this way.
I have my face
Go
in
right
the
back
dirt.
me and you.
Okay.
I don't want these men right here.
Okay, so
What
can you take the money out of your back pocket right now? Okay. And then let me pat you down. Okay.
Yeah. Those are the
So
nicest
set your
cops I've
purse down
ever
over
seen.
here, and then you're gonna.
What state is
Sweetie,
that?
I
I
have
need to
my
meet you.
period.
Okay,
No,
stop
because I have
moving.
my period right
Okay,
here.
you keep moving. She obviously has something in her pants.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetie, this is
Shifting it
my
around.
period.
Listen,
You know what? I'm done with this.
Okay.
Whatever you guys
So-
want to do. What do you want to do?
What are we doing?
What do you want to do? I don't need to lie about this.
If you don't let me pat you down, we're gonna have to arrest you.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I don't need to lie about it.
Okay.
I'm done with this. I'm done. Like, I don't need to lie about this.
I'm
I don't
done.
need to lie. Seriously.
David
I don't
says
need
you
to
understand
lie. Where's my other guy? I don't need to lie about
All right, Stop
What does she mean she's done?
Just keeps moving something around in her pants. At this point, she's
I'll
walking
go
away
to
from
jail.
it.
I don't give a done. You guys are humiliating me.
Maybe she identifies as a
You're gonna
man and you're just
be
trying to embarrass her.
really humiliated once they take you to jail.
If you want to, I don't know what you want to do.
Listen, hold on.
I don't know what you want to do. You're a female. You should be on my side. I get it. I want,
Oh my God.
I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you have a
He said it.
Listen. Are you gonna let her search you?
No, I'm done.
Okay, then go ahead and turn around for me, okay?
Why?
Okay,
I'll let her
you're
search
under
me.
arrest.
I'll let her search me. All right, you can't be in your pocket. I'm not, what are you talking about? I'm letting
This is why pretty privileged, man. This whole video pissed me off, man.
Hey, I just want to know how many times what state is this? Because those are the nicest police officers I've ever seen. I need to move to that state.
Man, tell me.
Right.
I mean, they let you go on your wallet and your backpack
Yeah,
and stuff.
walking
If I
around
tried
in
any of that
circles,
stuff in
not
any
answering
states I live,
questions.
I mean, I have to keep my hands on the steering wheel just so they don't go upside my head for a parking ticket.
That shit.
You know what I'm proud about today? I'm proud that today the thought process that pretty woman
Play the
and
rest
bad
of it.
woman, they're just all they're red flags, man.
This
Yeah.
is a 22-minute video.
Right.
And the handcuffs, like I said, if it were me 19 minutes ago, I would have been placed in them.
Fuck that 19 minutes ago.
I'm talking about in the video. It's 22 minutes in this video.
25 minutes ago, your ass would have been in there. 19 minutes. You gonna be the fucker. Listen, I get pulled over. First thing I'm like, you want my ID, don't you? Yeah. All right, yeah, and I'm gonna give it to you. And then the dude be like, they be hesitant, like, well, why were you so willing to give me your ID? You go find out.
I mean, I watch a lot of police videos, and the moment they say, "Do you have anything on you?" about 30 seconds later, there's a fight. So it's wild that they just let it go for so long afterwards.
Doing that because I'm black. What are you? Wait a minute. What are you
Stop fighting.
arresting me for? Okay, let me put this in my pocket. Okay, hold on. No, I'm putting my money in my pocket. Okay, it's gonna have to come out later either way. So go ahead, put it in your pocket.
Calhoun was taken to the police station where a further search was conducted. The officer located $3,300 inside of her pants. Calhoun was arrested and charged with theft over $500, driving under the influence, speeding, and improper traffic lane usage. Calhoun also had an outstanding warrant out of Florida related to theft. She was accused of stealing a $9,000 watch from a man who she met at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. In addition, Calhoun was recently arrested in Wisconsin on February 24th, but her charges were later dismissed.
Well, I'm right.
Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think
She
about this
steals from
incident
the
down in the
John.
comment section below.
We'll get into all those details when we get back to the station.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That was expected. I'm not shocked at all.
Nah, I'm not either. But the fact that them charges was dismissed, like bro said, that was call girl action, right?
Oh, they were dismissed? I missed that.
The ones in up north were.
Yeah, whatever guy it was, like I can't have my name in the newspaper.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I just want to know what state that was because I need to move there because I'm the nicest police I've ever seen.
Was that Illinois? Was that Illinois?
Like I said, if I reach in my wallet,
Florida.
it'll be a silly
No,
cover
no,
or a pistol going over
she apparently lived in Florida, but she was up in Wisconsin, and her family has funeral homes in Illinois and Wisconsin and some other where. Yeah.
Jesus.
nicest police officers I've ever seen.
That was interesting, fellas.
That was that's too patient. I'm starting to think, are these videos fake? Because man, but
No, those are real police.
No, actually, man. Now that they say Wisconsin, like a lot of cops
Where
up there are
was-
pretty docile. Like they don't go hands on like they would in other places. Like I said, I mean, I've watched so many videos. Like they you don't play that shit. That they put their hands on you quickly.
Yeah, privilege though, because she'd have been a hideous one. They probably would have took her out too.
The fact that she said, "You're a woman, you should be on my side," I was like, "What?"
That's how they think, for real.
Yeah, they saw them them chesticles she had on her and was like, "Wait a minute, this is worth listening to."
No, Myron, you know what that told me? That told me that there's actually an agreement between them, which is actually nuts. It's wild.
No,
There's an
no,
actual
the
agreement.
officer. Well, it's agreement with those who running on that code. The officer said she got a bulge in her freaking front, and she kept saying, "It's my period." The female officer, wasn't going for it.
I wonder
that was the only one that could, because by law, they don't want to have to deal with nothing.
Yeah, sexual.
Right.
That's what they make.
I wonder what would happen the day men get on code with each other.
I think we're getting there. I think we're already in the stages of that happening. Seriously,
it's getting close.
I don't know.
It's already engaged. It's already happening. It's just now more and more.
We won't ever get to a point where another man
I'm gonna
can
try
say,
that the next time I get stopped and searched.
"You should be on my side because I'm a man."
Yeah, and I'm on my period.
I think men have existed on code, and the thing was, we had a code of honor. We have a code of
right.
We have a code of honor. We've been on code. What we're seeing is women be on code with some debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And don't forget, now I'm not going. This is going to be for off the camera. So for those that need to, you should subscribe so you can be around for the after talk. And then when we get to the 1,000 mark, we can have some behind the scenes content that other people won't be able to get to. So go ahead and start reserving yourself a nice healthy seat, subscribing to the T-Max Network here on YouTube. Also, don't forget, man, you want to be a subscription. You want to be a sponsored content creator, new panelist. Excuse me, I'm just thinking about the shit we're going to talk about when y'all not around.
Debauchery.
LLC@gmail.com. If you want to be a sponsored content creator or a new panelist, you just make a suggestion to some topics that you might want to hear, go ahead and email us at T-Max Network LLC. I can assure you that you will get an answer. It may not necessarily be the answer you want, but somebody will respond to you. All right. So, yeah, fellas, we're going
to like my period.
The code of debauchery.
I couldn't stop hearing, and Jim and I heard it too. Period. all I was.
Shut up, silly woman.
The debauchery.
Yeah, insane. Well, bro, I'm about to get out of here. I gotta get up early in the morning, probably about 4:35.
Same here.
Yeah.
Peace to the panel, D.
Adios.
And I'm a
don't leave. You gotta hit the jam one more time before we cut out, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm invincible, but I still fight doubt.
This shit is pretty badass.
And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal. Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about vision. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No golden gate bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back like immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupting.